Alrighty, friends. We are skipping ahead. We're skipping chapter 11 and chapter 12, which I'm super, super sad about because I want to teach them to you, but we ran out of time. Oh, well. You guys can look it over yourself, or you can put it away and relax for the summer, whatever you like. I will let Mrs. Head know that those were two chapters we didn't get to. A little thing called coronavirus interrupted our rhythm that we were in, but that's okay. Because perimeter is fun. That's the thing I chose for our last week, and I think it's fun, but you know me, I'm kind of a math nerd. I kind of like all this stuff. So I would like for you to open up your workbook to page 759. That's where we're going to start today. Chapter 13, lesson 2. Skipping chapter 1 again. We only have 2 more lessons to go this week, and then it's summertime. Alrighty. So we're going to talk about perimeter. And all a perimeter is pretend that our classroom, instead of having walls around our classroom, replace all those big cinder block walls with a fence. It's just easier for me to imagine that way. And if I didn't have any walls in the classroom, and I wanted to put up a fence to block the second graders and the fourth graders from coming into our classroom, how much fence would I need? And I would need to know the length of each wall. So in this problem right here, we have somebody's backyard, and they got a puppy, so cute, and Warren and his dad, Addison's brother, and her dad want to build a fence. So they need to know how much fence they're going to need, how many sections of fence they're going to need. And so for this side, they'll need 9 foot, and they'll need the same for the other side of a rectangle, 9 foot on either side. The top side, they'll need 12 feet, or I'm sorry, these are meters, not feet. This is 9 meters, 12 meters, 9 meters, and 12 meters at the bottom. So in order to find the perimeter, you have to add all those sides together. That's it. That's the whole big deal. So if I was going to find the perimeter of this, I would add 12 plus 12, which is 24, plus 9, which is 33, plus 9 more is 42. So when you add it all together, you have 42 meters. So the perimeter is 42 meters. All right. Now, if we were going to do that on a piece of graph paper, each one of these little squares here is a unit. So I put this here for you. A square that's on a piece of graph paper equals 1 unit. 1 square, 1 unit. Okay. So I have this rectangle here, and they want to know how many units is the perimeter that equals the perimeter of this rectangle. Did I say square at first? It is not a square. It is a rectangle. All right. So on the left side, we have, let me make this bigger so it's easier to see. Look at that. On the left side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So here's the number 4. On the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Here's the number 5. On the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Here's the number 4. On the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Here's the number 5. So if I add that all together, I have 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14, and another 4 is 18. And in this case, it's 18 units. We don't know if it's feet or if it is meters or yards or miles. Well, not miles, but in this case, we're just going to use units, and units can stand for any one of those things, depending on the scale um, of your graph, of your design. All right, so let's go down here. Just to review, if you have a rectangle like this, the top and the bottom of every rectangle are going to have the same number of units. See, 4 and 4. In a rectangle, the right and left sides are going to have the same number of units, 3 and 3. The perimeter is when you add all of these sides together and get a number of the total added together. Now, if you had a square and not a rectangle, a square, then all of the sides would have the same measurement. But then you could have something crazy like this down here where all the sides are different and you don't know. But that's okay. It just makes it fun. It's just like each one's a puzzle. All right, so the perimeter of a figure is the distance around the edge of the whole figure, and it is the sum of all the sides. You have to add all the sides together to get the perimeter. In this case, it would be 3 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 4 centimeters equals 14 centimeters total. This is the model. Okay, so let's look at example 3. Here we go. Now this time we don't have a square. We don't have a rectangle. We have a whatever it is. And there's one side that's missing. How could we figure out what the length of the missing side is? Well, if we add all the other sides up together, what number would we get? And look, it says here, it's telling us what the perimeter is. The perimeter is 33 feet. And if we know that the perimeter is already answered for us, the answer is 33 feet. And if I know that this side is 9 foot, this next side is 8, and these two at the bottom are 6, how can I figure out what this last side is if I already know that the whole added together is 33 feet? Well, they added the 4 sides that we do know. This is the unknown, right? So 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 6 is 20, plus 9 is 29. Plus the unknown equals 33. So 29 is the number that we already have added together. And how many more do we have to go to get to 33? That number is the unknown that goes right here. 29 plus what equals 33? 29 plus 4 equals 33. The unknown side length is 4 feet, since 29 plus 4 equals 33. It's kind of cool. I know. I love this stuff. But it's each one's like a little game. It's a little puzzle. It's fun to figure out. So here we have another one of these odd sides, odd shaped figures. We have 2 centimeters on the left side, 6 centimeters on the top, 3 centimeters on the right side, and 5 centimeters on the bottom. So if I was going to, add them all together, I would have 2 plus 6 is 8. Plus 3 is 11, plus 5 is 16, 16 centimeters, right? 5 plus 3 is 8, 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16 centimeters. Now look at this one down here. This one has, let me do this one here. I'm sorry, I was going to do this for you. So if I was to put this all in a number sentence, 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus the last side is 5. I did 6, 3, 2 plus, and the last one is, please don't go away. Please don't do that to me. You're not going to do it, are you? 5. Okay. Equals 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 equals 16. All right, now on this one, they're not going to tell us the numbers. We kind of got to figure them out ourselves. And there are 5 sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Did I add right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 sides. All right, 6 sides. Here we go. So the top up here is 2 plus this long side here is 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4 plus this left side all the way over here is 2. This cut in right here is also 2. And then this side here is also 2. So 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. All right, let's add it together. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. All right. Did I do that correctly? Let's see. 4 and 4 is 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yes. So the perimeter is 16 units. You just have to add up each side, okay, to get the final answer. All righty. So now you're going to go ahead on and you are going to do pages 761 and 762. And I do have, I finally got the second part of the surprise in the mail, and I made you a video, and Olivia is done with her exams. So I have her back, and we'll see if I'm going to get her to put those together for me. So that you can see what the surprise is. And of course, it's a teacher surprise. I just, I love math and I love science. So I decided I missed doing science and I was gonna bring a little science back before summer came. All right, you guys have a wonderful week. This is our last week teaching together and we're gonna make it a good one. All right, be good.